OffTrack is upcoming.
But is it really?
Track is live.
Islanders from the land of panic. Oh yeah, they got some hurricanes.
703.
All right, we're on Rumble, and I'm watching.
Okay.
15 or 10 seconds, whatever.
20. Hear ye, hear ye.
Oh,
What
I would like to call to order the first meeting of condescending people on the OffTrack Syndicate. I would explain to you the first group rule, but it's pretty complicated. None of you would understand it.
Oh,
evening.
Lord.
Everyone.
I would tell you what the definition of condescending means, but you wouldn't get it.
It would go right over your head.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good
So,
job.
welcome to the OffTrack Syndicate. Tonight, I have a little change up in the introductions here.
Nice.
We're going to start out with
What was once an inarticulate mass of lifeless tissues, may I now present a cultured, sophisticated man about town.
Lord Reverend Professor Rusty J. Lugnuts.
Woohoo!
Oh, damn it. You had to, you didn't have the applause ready. Son of a.
No, I didn't.
Mine doesn't count.
As well as Miss Melissa Sippy.
She's a babe.
She's magically babelicious.
She tested very high on the strokeability scale.
Oh, now I'm embarrassed.
And then there's me.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Well, I'm the knights who say knee.
I have no idea who this is.
All right, so let's move on.
There's the applause.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. It was freaking gone. I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Good evening, guys. Welcome all the listeners out there. All 2, 3, maybe we have.
All right.
8.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So, what, you drinking anything new and exciting? I am.
Well, what are you drinking?
I am drinking Evan Williams, 1783.
Straight from the bottle.
Oh, no.
He's sophisticated. He's
It's,
very
man,
sophisticated.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. 90 proof. Yeah, 90 proof, smooth. It's good stuff. I like it.
90 proof. That's like Sailor Jerry, that spiced rum.
Yeah.
You like that stuff?
I occasionally rum and coke, yeah. You know, I'm not much of a straight rum drinker, no. But,
You're a gay rum drinker?
Well, that was just that one time in church camp.
Yeah, it's all right. Everybody experiments, whatever. Whatever. You're good.
Rum's not too bad. I'll drink. Well, not by itself. It's got to be mixed with something. But spiced rum isn't too bad. I think we have some light rum The clear stuff around here somewhere.
Less of a hangover with the clear stuff. When I used to drink the spiced rum, either Sailor Jerry or Captain Morgan, mix it with ginger ale. So good. Tastes like cream soda when you do that.
Spiced rum and ginger ale.
Try it.
Have
Maybe
to try
with a
that.
twist of lime if you're getting all fancy.
Well, you'd have to have limes to begin with in order to.
I got a
Make
lime
it.
tree. My limes are so big they look like avocados.
I
Is
have.
that a
I
bell?
have apple. I have peach trees. That's singular, but yeah, that's all I got. I don't think the citrus works well for growing in Nebraska.
No, it's pretty good down here. Got that. Can't grow a lemon to save my life, but we got tangerines and limes. What's up, Rusty?
We've got a special guest that should be
Oh,
Ready.
wait a minute. Let me give you a hint.
Oh, yeah. Wait till she gets in here. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there she is, the beaver.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Who might this be? But
the angry beaver.
Angry Beaver, yes it is.
Holly, Holly. Holly, 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 Holly.
Didn't know I had so many theme songs. Thank you very much, gentleman and lady.
Welcome, lady.
I didn't know I was going to be accosted by somebody touching my beaver as soon as I entered the room either, but hey, I like it. I like it a lot.
I got my whole hand up in there. See?
Hold on. I got my blur on. I got to take that off because it's like annoying me. But yeah, this is, yeah. Hold on.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, I have stuff stacked over here and I didn't want that to be.
That's fine.
Yeah, look
But,
at this.
yeah,
shit
Rusty
house.
got me this.
Rusty's
I remember
already
that.
started on the whiskey. He's getting his blur on too.
Right.
I'm on the wine.
Oh,
Ah.
I got white wine.
Have juice.
This is technically fruit juice.
Oh, speaking of juice, happy Rosh Hashanah, everybody.
Thank you.
I spell that.
Rosh
Ollie, no.
Hashanah.
Oh. Right. I can't spell it the way Timmy has to spell it. See you next Tuesday.
I gotta get on Zoom more. You guys have all these inside jokes. I have no idea.
Right? Well, we
Well,
look like, where's Melissa? I don't know. She doesn't get on Zoom.
The problem is that the whole Timmy thing, I forget sometimes that it's not Timmy asking. So when somebody says, do you know how to spell that? And I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. I actually said it to somebody one time and they're like looking at me. I'm like, oh God, I've been programmed.
So when do you get on the said Zoom meetings? Are they like meetings? You just chat? Like,
We are on Zoom pretty much 24 hours a day.
seriously?
Yes.
Somebody is usually on at all times.
Yes, somebody, a couple of people. It is unusual for nobody to be in the room within probably 20 hours a day. Yeah.
So
Unless
where-
somebody accidentally ends the
Unless somebody
meeting.
closes. The
Where's-
main rooms are Timmy's and Lep's.
Oh, okay.
Mainly Lep's, but sometimes we gotta give Lep's room a break but yeah.
Yes, Timmy, our life is zooming by. Thank you for letting us know.
Oh my God. No, he didn't.
Oh, I see Sean has made it into the OffTrack Syndicate YouTube chat.
Hey, y'all.
There's
What is our topic of discussion tonight?
good question.
We got tons.
Well, one thing I want to talk about quickly is Tropical Storm Ian, which is potentially going to ruin my camping trip. Yay! Yeah, they're predicting it to come up and hit Florida like by Wednesday. So that means probably by Friday, if it doesn't just continue to turn and go back out into the Atlantic, it's going to come right straight up, and we're going to be right in the middle of it. So yay!
We've had pretty much a quiet hurricane season. Again,
Yeah,
from
we have,
the
actually.
time that I lived down
Yes,
here. Where in Florida were you gonna go?
Not Florida. It's going to be the Georgia-South Carolina border right on I-20. But I mean, the way that they got it tracking, it's going to go right up there. So
Wait a minute. You're trusting the weathermen? The weather persons? The weather peoples?
Well, Rusty also trusts the government, so.
Well,
no.
You got to trust a farmer's almanac. That's no, it's not.
No, it's not. No, the Farmer's Almanac is the equivalent of OffTrack Syndicate, but in print form.
Yeah, right.
60% of the time, it works every time.
So, what's your first story, Knights?
Oh, what? Wait, we're supposed to come to the show with stories?
Well, Holly wanted a topic, so.
Yeah,
you know what?
I thought we were going to have a topic. We're not just going to sit here and banter all night.
We might.
All right.
Did you guys watch, I wanted to ask Beaver if you watched what was it, Arthur? The show we watched last week.
Arthur?
Not Arthur.
Albert Fish?
Albert Fish. Did you know about him?
No.
Okay. After tonight, you need to go watch the Albert Fish on Prime.
Yeah, on Amazon Prime, and it's Albert Fish. His sin brought salvation, or something like that. So, warning: it is pretty much the most horrifying
serial killer
you've ever heard about, that nobody has really heard about. He was in the 20s. It
was pretty brutal.
30s. Yeah, it's really brutal.
Kids involved?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out.
Yeah, it's wow.
I'll watch it because I love serial killers.
And yeah, that's why I'm bringing it up.
This guy was like a whole different level. I'm telling you.
I know, when you sent it to me, I was like within the first 10 minutes, I'm like, and then you text back, it gets
Scott
worse.
Moppin, my brother-in-law, who I think he's home now. He's in the chat on YouTube. He is still alive.
Good.
His health is really, really bad, and he almost wasn't alive over the last week. Yeah, he's got ticker problems. So yay.
Okay.
My bro.
Say hi, everybody.
Okay.
Well, you picked the right show to watch. I mean, we're not going to get your blood pumping and threaten your life in any way. So that's
in fact, you might fall asleep. So
yeah, or I'm sorry, I totally got distracted. Knights, the first story.
That's all right. So how about, since Rusty started us off with Florida weather, let's start with a Florida man story.
Florida man.
Okay.
Somebody needs to make a jingle for our Florida man stories, or an intro.
Florida man.
I heard one, but it was they did it to the theme of Spider-Man. It was pretty funny. Walton and Johnson. But okay, let's go, Florida man.
All right. Oh boy. We're going to butcher the name here. Officer Oscar Mayorga. That's not that bad.
Nailed it.
With Apopka Police Department, was stopped by officers in Eustis, Florida on his way to work. So, one officer was stopped by other officers while Officer 1 was driving to work.
Okay, so he was in a civilian car.
Yeah. Witnesses had reported his reckless driving to Eustis Police. Yeah. He was caught drinking or driving drunk with an open beer in his patrol car.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
So it was patrol car, not his civilian
car.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I kind of feel like I don't blame him for drinking on the job with the way things are going today.
There is that.
No kidding.
Body cam footage showed the cops conducting a traffic stop of him in his police uniform in his marked cruiser. They observed an open beer can in the center cup holder of the cruiser. He had slurred speech, wobbly balance, and he had said that he had drank 3 tall boys before his shift.
What is a tall boy?
$20, same as downtown.
You know, do you go to the convenience store, any convenience store, and then you have like the beer and soda section, and on top there's like the
cans.
Tall boys.
How many ounces are they?
Oh boy.
40 ounces?
30.
No, 6. I think their tall boys are 16, ain't they? The cans, tall boy cans, are 16 or 20 ounces, maybe.
I don't know. I thought they were 40s. Or Lep said 24 or 40 ounces.
Okay, well, Lep knows.
Yeah, it depends.
It says a tall boy is 16 ounces.
Thank you.
12-ounce cans have long been the standard. 16-ounce pint cans, also called tall boys, is becoming a trendy for many craft brewers.
Well, I noticed, I couldn't believe it. I saw a tall boy White Claw.
So just
A tall white boy?
White Claw.
White
Oh,
Claw
one of
in
these?
in and of itself is completely unnecessary, let alone getting a tall boy of it. Just
I like him.
no thank you.
Scott said pounders, which he could be talking about a
That's
number
16
of things.
ounces.
Scott, shame on you.
shame on you.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're a Florida man going to work, maybe don't drink, what do we work out there, 48 ounces of beer before you go enforce the law.
Before he goes to the armory and arms up,
Well,
gets all of his accoutrement.
what I fault him with is not being, up on the alcohol you're supposed to drink when you're not trying to get noticed that you're drinking alcohol, and that is, Melissa?
Vodka?
Yes, I knew you would know. I knew you would know. Yes. You drink vodka, which if somebody gets close enough, they can still smell it on you, but it's not as pronounced as whiskey or tequila or
But
yeah.
but at the same time, Rusty, it's still not going to correct his driving. They'll still know.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Because I know I drove a lot better when I was wiped out on vodka than when I was wiped out on, whiskey or what. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, true.
I drive better when I'm drunk. You know how many times I've heard people actually say that shit? I'm like, no.
I've heard people say that when they play pool or darts or something
What about
like that.
buzzed? Do you drive better when you're buzzed?
No, I drive.
Paranoid.
See,
You get
all right,
paranoid
well,
when you're buzzed.
When I used to do cocaine, I would drive 90 miles an hour and talk to the interior. And when I was smoking pot, I'd drive 5 miles an hour and eat the interior. But yeah, so.
Do we want to take bets on what his blood alcohol level was?
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
so-
Let's
wait,
take
I have
that.
a
Blood
question.
alcohol level is 0.08.
Yes.
That's the legal. That's
His
the line.
was, I'm going to say,
I think we need more information. How fast did he drink these, and how long in between drinking and
Which is
patrol was he tested?
body weight.
what color hair did he have?
You guys
All right,
are-
I'm going to just say 1.3.
I'm going to say 0.22.
Melissa.
No?
Oh, wait, that's really high. Forget it. No, I'm going to change mine to 0.3.
Oh, that's a good one. 0.32.
0.391.
Holy shit.
Nearly 5 times over the legal limit in Florida.
Wow.
So I wonder if he's one of those cops. He'll go arm up, get all of his stuff, and then go out on patrol, park under a tree and fall asleep, and then go back 12 hours later and be like, it was a rough day.
I'm betting home life isn't all that great for this officer. Just saying.
Probably not.
That or he just hates his job that much.
Sean said, this is going back to the White Claw. Didn't Foreigner do a song about a dirty White Claw?
Yeah,
No,
they did.
no, that was different song, Sean. Different song.
Close.
Yeah, it's close, but no. Frederator has made it into the chat. All right.
Who's that?
Fred. See, you're not in the chat.
Fred.
You know Fred? Okay.
Yeah.
You know
You
Fred.
know
Now I
Fred.
do. Now I do.
Okay.
Fred has internet now.
Yeah, Fred was one of those. I think they announced on the Daily Mojo that he had been sick for a while, but now I guess he's better.
Well, he's getting, but he's in the
getting-
process of recovery, which is awesome
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Gilly.
stuff. Just stay away from the meth and the hard drugs, Fred. Okay, come on. Let's you don't need to be selling your body to get the drugs. Okay, you just anyway. Yeah, way to go, Fred.
That really happened?
Poor Fred. No.
Oh.
So on the subject here, while I brought this up, on the subject of maybe not so great home lives here,
Mm-hmm.
I like this headline. Wife hires mercenaries to kill her husband, but they refuse after befriending and partying with him.
Aw, that's so sweet.
I-
That's the most
I-
heartwarming thing I heard all day.
I totally understand this one.
I love that. If you want to kill him, all you have to do is add some poison into his food and he'll eventually die. Not that I know
No.
for a fact. I call BS. Hey. I feel like I'm hearing myself talking.
You were.
I know.
That was you calling BS on yourself.
Gilly, what do you want?
In India, a 26-year-old woman was having an extramarital affair.
In India?
In India.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
almost
wow.
unheard of, though probably not. Anyway.
Is it necessary to say extramarital affair? If it's an affair, it's going to be extramarital, right?
I don't like the word extramarital because it kind of implies that it's got something to do with, that's not, but anyway, okay, go ahead.
Would you prefer additional marital?
It sounds like it's enhancing. It's enhancing.
Yeah.
It's extra.
And most,
It's like,
and most people don't, go for that. But anyway.
So she wanted to get her husband out of the picture. So she hired 3 contract killers to kidnap and murder him.
wow.
It didn't work out so well. So where did it go?
So I'm assuming during their surveillance or whatever, they ended up liking him.
Yeah, they kidnapped him, and where did it go? I lost it again. They befriended him. Yeah, thanks.
I'm sure your wife hears that all the time. I lost it again. It's okay.
Anyway, so yeah, they partied and they liked him because he's a good guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that could have made this story better is if they turned around and killed her because she was a bitch.
Holly, that's a book. Start writing.
They kidnapped him, liked him, and decided to take him out partying. So she had paid them part of the contract rate up front, and they sent her a photograph of her drunken husband covered in tomato ketchup, so that it would look like he was covered in blood, so they would get the rest of their payment.
That's
Did
hilarious.
they use the money to party? I have to know.
That I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that would be so awesome if they made like a TikTok or video later with them like licking it off of him. Vampires.
They're licking it off of him.
Vampires.
Yikes.
Okay. But then it took a bad turn. Once she got the pictures, or the picture of her dead husband, she was so overrun with grief that she's on the roof now.
What?
Whoa, that took a turn.
Wow, that took a weird turn.
Suicide.
So
Oh my
there was
gosh.
an episode. There was an episode of Cops, or I don't know if it was Cops, but it was one of those reality.
Law enforcement shows.
Yeah, the real. It was the real deal, and they actually did something like that to catch the wife because she had hired somebody. The cops found out about it, staged that he had been killed, and took Polaroids of him and took them to her, and she put on this big elaborate show. And then when they had her in the room and they were talking to her, they opened the door and brought the husband in, and yeah, it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
Almost like nobody watches crime shows.
Yeah, I know.
If you did, you would know that if you want to take someone out, you figure out a way to do it on your own and you tell no one.
Ice bullet. There
Yes. Do you remember in Oz? I know I've talked about this before. That show that about the jail, Oz.
I didn't watch that. I didn't have HBO at the time.
It's pretty brutal, very very brutal. But they wanted to get some of these mafia guys whacked, all in prison. So the kitchen staff would break glass and put it in their food, like little teeny tiny shards. So over a specific amount of time, the glass killed him. It just like tearing out his intestines little by little. So it probably took a month.
Not cool.
Gross. That's
Wow.
too.
But the
That
whole
takes
kitchen staff.
dedication and time, and I have neither. So
Erica said, "Knight, stop giving away the good ideas." Wow.
So the husband of this lady who killed herself is said to have forgiven his wife and has asked police not to take action against her.
but she's dead.
But she's dead.
Yeah.
And then did he kill himself?
No.
Oh, okay.
He made some friends.
He just made some friends
made
that he's
some
partying
friends.
with all the time with her life insurance money.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I feel like that's a karma thing going on right there.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's
No,
fast.
I think Kathy in the Berg has got the crap. All right, y'all, stick around. We'll be back. Man, that snuck up. More craziness to follow.
Outlaw highway randomness.
So, Holly, since we're here before the show, the way it works is that music means that we're leading out,
I know. Oh, I know.
Don't talk over the music.
You can talk over the music a little bit.
Who's outlaw highway randomness?
I don't know.
That is Robert.
Robert, and I had a chance to be on Cops, but I got arrested a week later.
A week late.
A week late, yeah.
After they
I had
were-
a chance to be on Cops, but I got arrested a week late.
Yeah, hey, thanks there, Outlaw Highway Randomness Podcast, for, jumping in on our podcast to promote your own podcast. Hey, thanks there, buddy.
I can hear him right now going, shit.
I don't care. He's got a good show. It's funny. He's funny as shit. We need to have him on.
He's actually been sending me some messages, and they're hysterical.
Yeah,
Because he can't post anything on Twitter and Facebook because he keeps getting banned.
They're hysterical. So are they pictures?
We got to have him on, but his filter, I don't know if he can turn off the F and the G.
FYI, everybody has got my back on talking over the outro music. So,
No.
fucking, excuse me.
You say everybody. It's Timmy.
And Erica.
No, but so's Erica.
Come on.
If you would respond on Facebook, I wouldn't come over here. Guess he told you.
Oh, yeah, thanks there, buddy. Appreciate it. Jeez. No, we got to have him on. He's funny as hell, but here we go. 10 seconds.
9, 8.
5, 4, 3. Oh, crap. So, we are back. I was going to say, Kathy in the Berg, I was going to, where did it go? Dang it. Yeah, this sound, she said it was Bollywood style, which, that did kind of sound like a plot to I'm sure, a Bollywood movie that somebody has put up as actual news. I'm telling you. That Bollywood, have you watched any Bollywood movies?
No.
They're pretty crazy. I got my little Indian buddy. He let me see some of he's always watching Bollywood movies.
Dot or Feather?
Dot, of course. Yeah, Bollywood, Dot.
So it's Indian movies or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Bollywood. I don't know why they call it that. That's got something to do with.
Because it rhymes with Hollywood.
Well, yeah, but Bali stands for something. Anyway.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
All right. Well, from my sack of, I don't condone it, but I certainly understand it.
You had a donut?
No.
Oh.
Man caught on neighbor's Ring camera told deputies he had to pee.
Okay.
Don't condone it, but I understand it.
Yeah.
Yep. According to an arrest report, a victim told Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputy that he recently installed Ring cameras at his residence. And he was checking his notifications because these things, send off alerts. Hey, there's motion or whatever's going on. Checking his notifications from earlier in the morning, he observed his neighbor, Marco Lopez Suarez,
Nailed it.
exit. And he began to, it says sex act in the news story in front of the camera. So he contacted law enforcement. And then he saw his neighbor walking up the stairs with his pants down. So the camera shows one thing, sex act, and the neighbor, the gentleman with his pants down and his he was rocking out. He just had to pee. So obviously, in front of your neighbor's door is the best place to go.
Right.
All right.
Passive aggressive much?
Look, sometimes it doesn't just come out like you want it to. So you gotta pump start it, and I'm sure that's what he was doing. He was just
priming the pump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to, I've sort of experienced this, maybe not specifically with priming the pump, but I used to have a drug house next door.
I remember.
And not only were there men coming down along the side of the house here and, utilizing my fence as a urinal, but there was also women squatting in the corner and relieving themselves.
You know what you do?
Send the videotape to the police and have them arrested.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
But wouldn't electric fence wire down in the corner?
Don't whiz on the electric fence.
Yeah, exactly.
More satisfying, and then show the video.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! I wish I would have thought of that. The drug dealers died, so there's no drug house there anymore.
Oh, good. I mean.
Yeah, I'm heartbroken. If you haven't, so I still cry myself to sleep every night. There are tears of joy. I mean, sorrow. There's sorrow.
Robert said in the chat, he got arrested for public intox because he was at the wrong house and had to poo, or so the cops told him in the report. Oh, jeez.
So the victim said, I love this part of the story here. The victim said he saw his neighbor walking up the stairs with his pants down and his body part out.
His body part? What? His thumb?
Yeah.
His
no,
pinky?
he was rocking out.
Oh my God.
But I'm sure his thumb was still involved if he's rocking out.
It could be. He looked at the camera and then started touching himself.
Maybe cameras turn him on.
Like this?
Yeah. He then started, then he proceeded to go into his house in a short time after he exited his house without any pants. What? Without any pants on, and started flopping it around.
Helicopter.
It wasn't his thumb. He wasn't flopping his thumb around.
Helicopter. How do you know? Maybe he dislocated his thumb and it was flopping.
That's a possibility, yeah.
Wow.
And then he sat down on the steps and continued. And at that time, the victim stopped watching the video.
Oh, he didn't wait for the end.
To see what happens at the end. It's like watching a movie and not watching the ending. How do you know how it ends?
We all want a happy ending, right? Am I right?
If he was able to flop it around, my guess is the ending was no time soon.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's true.
He must have been drinking.
So it was a long movie, like, Gone with the Wind or something. I don't know.
You don't understand how much that triggers me, Melissa. Let's not talk about that.
What?
Drinking and
flopping around.
That's
You're like a fish out of water when you drink, or what?
I think that triggers a lot of people.
Yeah, if you really want to know. Yeah, I can't. I'm not a. Nope. I got to be sober.
Rusty's into the hard liquor. He doesn't like anything flaccid.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, it. Anyway, moving on.
Sorry.
Oh,
I just want to say that we should all say a moment of silence for Judy.
We should all say a moment of silence for Judy. I agree.
yeah.
A moment of
I should
silence.
say have a moment of silence, not say.
Can you splint it up with like a popsicle stick and some Gorilla Tape?
Yeah, Timmy does that.
Yeah, Tim.
It's called shims.
Timmy calls it shimming. Yep.
Yeah, the shims. Yeah.
It's got to
Oh
be.
my god. Oh my god. Scott Moppin, and he is still hanging around. Thanks, Scott.
I know. I can't believe he's not asleep yet.
Right?
Timmy is WTF, just so you know. We're sharing his secrets on National Timmy Sims.
Yeah. Wow. So Beaver, let's talk about animal rescue.
Oh, yeah. I have an animal rescue of the month right now. It is the Heard County Animal Rescue in Georgia.
Yep.
They recently took in, hold on, you should have like warned me because I would have had my dang website up. They recently took in a group of dogs, 200 dogs to be exact, because there was I can't remember the name of the rescue. It was like a hard rock rescue, but I think they call dog rock rescue is what it was called. And I'm going to use that term lightly as a rescue since they found a pit with like 60, 70 dogs that had been shot in the head and then burned. They had like a dog. They had a dog rescue, and like 4 days later, the dogs were still in a van. At least the doors were open so the dogs could get fresh air, but they were still all in their crates. A lot of the dogs were emaciated. It was really just a bad situation. So they are raising funds right now to care for those dogs until they can place them into foster homes. So if you go to any of my social media at Damn It Beaver on Twitter, Damn It with Beaver on Instagram, on MeWe, and Facebook, you can find the link to my link tree there. Or you can just type in Linktree Damn It Beaver. And there's a link there for Operation Scooby-Doo is what they call it. Now, most of the donations they're taking are through PayPal because they don't have physical people to accept a lot of packages right now, but they do have some places on that link if you're in the Georgia area where you can make donations where these volunteers will go and pick it up. But most everything, like I said, is done through PayPal right now until they can get them. And even when they put them in foster, the rescues still have to pay the foster people for the medical care and the food and everything. So the money is really what's important here.
That's crazy. Heard County is like right over. I know exactly where Heard County is. Mm-hmm. So how did you get hooked up with Heard County?
Well, I follow a lot of dog rescue groups, and the one group I follow a canine guy on TikTok. He's actually in the Georgia area, so he actually has a huge following, and he had asked people to donate. So that's why I just made them the rescue of the month for this month.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm hoping we raise more money for them. They did get a rescue in Tennessee that took about, I think it was like 40 dogs, but they still have 160 dogs that they need to place. So,
it makes me. It's so. If somebody will do that to a animal that relies on you, that relies on humans, to me, if somebody will do that, they'll do that to anything, to anybody.
Exactly. And we see the child abuse cases and stuff that happen. People are just, I feel like there's a lot of horrific people, but there also are a lot of good people. And that's what I try to focus on my podcast, Damn It with Beaver, Mojo 50, 5 p.m. Eastern time, Saturdays. I do want people to realize that there is a lot of good in the world. So that's what I focus on. But this is the dog rescue for this month. I know that there's a news release on here about them I didn't look at, so I'll have to look at that later because I literally got a message to join the show like 10 minutes before.
Oh, please. No, we arranged this weeks ahead of time.
Oh, yes. Okay. So it's my misunderstanding and I have been, but yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know if it's this season or what, but there seems to be a lot of that kind of stuff going around over here. In South Mississippi, the Humane Society is 200 dogs over capacity.
Everybody is.
Yes. And I'm wondering if it's the season. I know wild animals, this is the hatching season for wild animals. There's a rescue, I think it's called Wild at Heart for, the bunnies and the squirrels and stuff. I had a bunny in my backyard and it was like little. It was like a little poof. It was like could fit in palm of my hand. And I walked up to it. Like when I opened the door out back, all the squirrels and the birds scatter. But this little poofy thing just stayed there. Mm-hmm. And I walked up to it and it was just like eating and just like looked at me, but it had like a mark on its head. So I ended up contacting because I didn't want to touch it, didn't want to mess with it. And they found there's different people here that specialize in different animals. You got your squirrel ladies, your rabbit people. So I put on some gloves and I picked it up and I brought it over to the rabbit person that they found me. And she picked it up and looked underneath it and it was covered in maggots.
Oh.
And I didn't follow up. I don't know if it made it or not because my heart's a little bit too sensitive for that. So I'm just really glad there are people like that in the world locally, and everything that you do. I just appreciate it so much. It's from the heart.
I'll tell you, it's actually horrifying. If you ever want to have a massive cry, go and follow H4M Street Team. I think they renamed themselves now because they're no longer doing the houses anymore. But they post a lot of stuff about the Houston, Texas area, which is absolutely horrifying. There's like 3 rescue groups I follow from that area. And the amount of dogs that are running the streets, people, they don't get them fixed. They don't do anything. They just breed all these dogs. And they're just like packs of dogs running the streets. If they see a female, they always try to catch them and fix them, but they can't always place them in a home. So they have to put them back on the street because they don't have anywhere to go. There are rescues that are 3-4 times past the capacity that they need to be at, that they literally have to tell people we can't take your dog. So then people will tie the dog to the shelter door overnight or just drop them off at the shelter and hope that somebody takes care of them.
That's been happening here.
It's several different things. It's the economy. Mm-hmm. People were adopting a ton of dogs during COVID, which was wonderful, but they have to realize that this is a lifetime commitment. It's not just while you're lonely. This is a lifetime commitment. So people are handing in their dogs, but it happens every year at the 4th of July and around Thanksgiving. People just surrender their dogs. They just stand in line and surrender their dogs because they want the summer and they want to travel and they don't want to be bothered with a dog. So instead of trying to find a home or trying to, find somewhere to board the dog for a week or 2 while they're going on vacation, they just take it to the shelter.
So an interesting parallel, there's a lot of, it's not dogs, but it's kind of weird that you say that. So like Thanksgiving and people get rid of dogs. I'm pretty sure I seen a statistic not too long ago that guys or girls, either one, will break up with their boyfriend or girlfriend around a holiday, Christmas or whatever, so they don't have to buy them anything.
Yeah, I've heard that for Valentine's Day too.
Valentine's Day, Christmas. It's like, what the? Oh my God, people are so. I don't know. That's shallow? I mean,
that's the same kind of people that are abusing the dogs because.
Yeah,
that's an indicator of psychosis.
It
absolutely.
comes down to selfishness and selfish people. I was going to say, I said at the beginning of the COVID thing, if everybody's going to be stuck at home, there's going to be more babies for those people who are living with, their significant other. And then, I'm stuck at home. I'm lonely. I'm going to talk to people online, but then I'm going to get a pet. And when it all, blows over, when it's all gone, oh, well, I don't need you anymore. Get out of my house. I don't need to take care of you.
And I don't think people realize that dogs, like in contrast to cats, and I'm sorry if you're a cat person, sorry, Timmy, but dogs are incredibly social. They're social animals, and their brains, they have a lot of the same brain chemicals that we do, kind of like almost like a child, and they feel stuff. And we kind of don't want to, I think sometimes we personify our dogs, but I think people
Holly, yeah.
I keep telling Gilly that only crazy people talk to their dogs, and she's like, yeah, I know. So But people don't realize they do feel, they do have a lot of emotions, and I think people don't want to believe that, which makes it easier for them to drop them off or kick them or whatever disgusting thing that they do. Whereas cats, not so much. Cats are murderers. Sorry, that's just my opinion.
No, come on.
Most cats.
Cats. I have one cat. Actually, both of my cats are pretty cuddly, but my happy cat, he thinks he's a dog. When I am preparing their food in the morning, he sits with the dogs, like just thinking he's going to get something.
See, that's really cute. That shows, that's something I haven't seen. That shows the cat having empathy. Mirroring the dogs.
He's still an a-hole, so.
But, now people find Lep is one, and Outlaw Highway Robert is another. They find pets, not just your typical, dog and cat. They have reptiles, and I'm sure if we can get one of them to call.
Oh, that would be cool. Hey.
Right, Robert, maybe you'll call and talk, but don't be dropping the F-bomb. Call the number that's going to be on.
He can't not drop the F-bomb, just so you know.
There's a number to call?
Rusty, I want to thank you real quick.
Yeah. What? What'd I do?
That, what do you call it? Because I'm a sitter for Rover. And when I had to watch those parakeets, and I don't have any experience with it, you told me about the noises. Yeah, I got a call back this last weekend. I just did a visit with them. I got another 5-star review, and they already booked me again for their next vacation. So
nice.
So thank you for your help.
Way to go.
Yeah, that was awesome. I happened to randomly, my grandmother, when she was living with my mother, she had a couple parakeets. And I don't know, I just got to look. I was like, man, it must be extremely boring being in a little cage. But they say that they don't mind it. I don't know.
They seem happier with the music though. Then they start doing this.
Right.
And they start flying around and pecking at their little.
Tell them that they don't mind it.
I looked up. Hold on. We got a call coming in here.
256-926-2390.
Yeah. So I looked up, things to do for budgie. They're budgies is another word for them, parakeets. And they said that, they loved hearing other budgies and that type of stuff. We have a caller. Caller, state your name and what you're calling about, where you're from.
What's your sign?
Rusty.
What? Oh, jeez. Oh.
What?
We need a new call screener.
I got a chocolate squirrelador. Does that count?
A chocolate.
He's talking about squirrels and my little chocolate squirrelador.
Is this Buster? Is this Buster?
Yeah.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Yeah.
I like beavers too. Beaver, you gonna go on the date with me?
Sure.
I love tacos.
You do like tacos?
Yeah. I heard you got some good tacos.
Roast beef tacos.
Whoa.
Wow.
Actually, I moved over to fishy tacos.
But Beamer, I heard you like, you make some good tacos. I was curious. You got Mexican in you?
No, but what I'd like to.
You want some, baby? I'm from South.
I gotcha on that one.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh boy.
Okay, hurry up, Buster.
I gotta poop. See ya.
Okay.
Is that another caller?
Yes, we have another caller. Caller, state your name and where you're calling from.
I'm still stuck on Holly saying yes to Buster after he's talking about his chocolate squirrel door.
Hey, I'll try anything once.
Yeah. And the hot dog flavored water.
Anyway, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? Jeez.
We were talking about budgies.
Budgies, yes. So I looked up, things that budgies might like, and it said, that they like to hear, they like to hear themselves. They like to hear other budgies, and they get all excited and start jumping around. And okay, here we go.
That's how Zoom meetings work.
Right. Okay, caller.
I get it.
State your name and where you're calling from. Hello?
Are we getting cranked? Is this Crank Yankers?
Caller, you're on the line.
Hello, you're on the air.
Caller, hello?
Well, you told him not to drop any F-bombs. If that's all he's got, I mean, what's he supposed to say?
I don't know. He's not...
Maybe it's a mime.
Oh, yeah, that happens a lot.
Okay.
I don't know if it's my stuff or theirs, but it's not coming through.
It's probably not yours since we already have callers coming through.
I would think. Anyway, so yeah, I told Melissa, hey, just try playing, sounds of budgies, because, you can look on YouTube and pretty much find anything. Oh, here we go with the call again.
And I did. And the parakeet parents just loved it, and they started doing it. Now they got like their music on a timer now. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to tell them to play sounds of hawks.
Yeah, no, they don't like them. Caller, are you with us? Can you hear us?
Who is that?
I don't know. I
Swinging.
don't know why it's not working. But they're not coming through. Huh. I think it's Robert, but it's not connecting or something. I don't know.
Huh. That's
So,
too bad.
yes. So
Anyway.
we were talking about Holly's rescue of the month, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Holly, you discuss more of this. Where can people hear more about this and the things you decide are talk worthy?
It is on Mojo 50 Saturdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, or anywhere you listen to podcasts.
And what's it called?
Damn it with Beaver. Sorry. Damn it with Beaver.
That's an interesting name because you go by Beaver, right?
I do go by Beaver.
Coincidence that you
You are the angry beaver.
Jackal angry.
Angry. Once a week, I'm nice.
So that H from M Street, I'm trying to find it.
H4MN Street. I think they started changing their name. Hold on. Let me go over to their Facebook page because they did make a name change. Their goal initially was because they had to build home. They were building homes because there was no Texas law that you had to provide shelter for your animals, but now there is a law, so they can actually have people arrested if they don't. In fact, I did an episode, I think it was back in March or February, where I did interview Alicia and Sil from the H4M Straight team, and they talked about their.
I heard that one. I listened to that one.
They also talked about they have a project called Empty Shelter Project, which is mostly about spaying and neutering and educating people about those services. In fact, they do a lot of fundraising specifically to raise money just to have these free spay and neuter sessions a couple times a year. And they bring them into the poorer communities so that they can try to control because it is about controlling the population of animals. Yep. If we didn't have so many animals, we wouldn't have to have all these rescues and all that. So the Empty Shelter Project, I think the one weekend they did like 500 dogs and cats.
Wow.
So it's a lot of people. They have like a whole process and they have like this whole area and they have a bunch of vets that come in and they're just neutering and spaying them constantly.
A lot of snipping going on.
Yeah, I can't.
A whole lot of snipping going on.
It's crazy how much further we have gotten as a society as far as taking care of our pets. Because it used to be, if you watch old TV shows, the dog stayed outside in a doghouse.
Yeah,
you don't put a dog inside, and especially you're not going to put a dog in a bed. Are you freaking kidding me back then? But now they are so part of the family where anything else would be abuse.
Do we have a caller?
Yes, James. I'm here. I'm checking to make sure that your line is actually working.
It's my brother-in-law. That's Mr. Scott Moppin. He's up there around Greenville, Pennsylvania.
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah.
Run, Scott. Run.
Run, Scott. Yes.
I was just going to chime in on the budgie situation.
Yeah.
Jamestown, Pennsylvania has a place called the Deer Park.
Mm-hmm.
The Deer Park?
The deer park in Jamestown has what they call a budgie barn.
Okay.
There are 5, maybe 600 budgies in this little barn, and you walk through with bird food on a stick.
Huh.
Need to visit
That would
this
be
place.
cool. I bet it's probably some of the YouTube videos that I used might have come from that place. Or if they haven't, they should. That'd be super stimulating for them.
Oh yeah.
It's adorable. They crawl all over you. They chew on the bird food. When it's done, then you go home.
Yeah.
Aw.
So,
That's so cute.
Scott, well, since I kind of threw it all out there, how is are you home now or no?
I am home.
Okay,
I had flash pulmonary edema.
Oh no.
Yeah, the blood pressure went up. I called the ambulance. I don't remember leaving the driveway.
Oh. Dang it, man.
I'm so sorry.
But I got you medicine and you're home and they're getting it figured out.
Gotta love the ladies in the ICU.
Oh yeah.
I see you too.
Oh yeah. I love the ladies.
All the ladies.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm gonna let y'all go.
Thanks for
All right,
calling.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See ya.
Glad you're better.
All right. Well, this took a strange turn into all kinds of ways. Come back. Who knows what'll happen next? Right here, Off Track Syndicate. Oh, sorry. And of course, he's calling at the wrong time.
Who is?
Indiana Mike.
No.
Heck yeah.
I'll hang on till after the break.
Okay.
That's assuming we want you to be on after.
Well, we'll make exceptions for that guy.
Yep. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're listening. Go out.
Please like and subscribe. Share.
Like, subscribe. I want you to grab a random stranger and scream Off Track Syndicate into their face somewhere, at the gas station. Do it at the gas station. Just watch Off Track Syndicate.
I
No,
did
here's
that
the question.
yesterday.
You did that?
No.
Which would be more influential? You go up to a person, you grab them, you shake them, you scream in their face, or you walk up to a person and just lean over and say, Off Track Syndicate.
Well, I was thinking more like I just flashed them and I had off track on my boobs.
I like it. Go with that. Yes.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure I got their attention. Then stick it on your butt and moon them.
We tried that with his testicles.
Thank you, my love.
Drink this shit.
I don't want
Pretty
to.
Judy.
Fresh and fruity Judy.
If Timmy tried that with his testicles, it'd be like one of those planes dragging the banner behind it.
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
So, I'll tell you while I'm calling before we get back. I'm sort of talking about other animals as pets.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not Leprechaun or Robert.
Well, I mean, you know about them. I know you study it, and you've had some animals in the past. So
Yeah, and Mike likes to feel the snake in his hands. So
really, snake? I mean, come on.
yeah, I know it was pretty easy.
Like beaver, pretty easy.
Oh, wow.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Wow. So a quick behind the scenes.
It's like really hot in here.
Rebel 80 proof. This stuff sucks. It's bad. It's horrible.
I'm drinking it.
Horrible. Judy says I have to drink it to get rid of it. It's horrible. Even mixed, it's horrible. Ooh.
Wow.
That's the rule.
Hold your nose and down it.
Miss
Down
Barbara
in one,
D.
brother.
Miss Barbara D. Love Miss Barbara D. She's in the chat. Timothy Ratliff. Thank you, brother, for supporting us. Miss Barbara
Maybe
D.
the pilot just sent me a picture of his cat sleeping on his lap, and we put his cats to sleep, he said. So y'all know.
Who's watching Facebook? We got anybody over on Facebook?
I can go over there.
The chats and stuff anymore. Damn it.
Damn it.
With Beaver.
With Beaver.
Mm-hmm. Seriously.
What do we got here?
Somebody shared off track. How comes it? Oh, because Lip shared this off track. All right, here we go. Nobody's in Facebook.
Great. Oh well.
I'm in the strange and impure spots. Maybe I need to go to your page.
3, 2. So I just seen in the chat Miss Erica Sauer, whose parents are living somewhere around the north coast of.
Are you still on the phone?
Yeah, we got Mike on the phone. I'm going to mute you for a second, Mike. They live around the north, somewhere around Jacksonville or whatever.
They live around the north, around Jacksonville,
what
or whatever.
Holy cow!
They live around.
Mike, you got to mute, buddy. It didn't work for me. Anyway, they're not going to evacuate. She's saying for Ian that's coming through, but it's too early. It's too early. It might not be anything. You know, who knows? They are or they're not? I thought you said they are. They aren't. Well, I don't know. Now I'm screwed up.
Saying it's too late. They'd have to leave tomorrow. Bridges are closing.
Well, we're in Florida, so they live down. Oh, okay. Tampa?
Do they live in
No. They're the very top right corner, like Jacksonville area.
Okay.
Yeah, so... But they're going to be okay. I don't think the storm is going to do anything. It's going to be, if it's less than a 2, if it's a 2 or less, they're fine. Come on.
They're off the coast of Jacksonville, she said.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it's a thunderstorm. It'll pass. It's fine.
Right. It's a little thunderstorm. It's not going to be anything.
It's a little rain.
The hurricane party at Erica's parents' house, right?
I'm going.
All right, I'm there. Even right after the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love hurricane parties.
So, do we have our guest who announced himself there?
Yes. Mike, are you with us, buddy?
I'm here.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes. You were going to talk about food, or I mean, not food.
Pets.
Pets. Yes. Not pets. Not pets as food. Yeah.
Pets as food.
You got to be careful though. There's another trend. It's called a kinkajou. It looks like a little monkey, kind of, and everybody wants one until they realize, oh my God, they make horrible pets. So there's a lady on Instagram. Her page is called Kinkatopia, and she talks about these animals. They get brought to her. She's a rescuer, and it's like I said, they're adorable looking. They really are, but they suck as pets because they can be mean. They're pretty territorial. They can be, and you have to have a bunch of them. They're not very good solitary animals.
Sounds like my kids.
So it just.
Nice.
Go ahead, dude.
He said it sounded like his kids. Yeah.
But then you have, you're saying reptiles. Then you have tegus, which are like salamanders on steroids. Beautiful animals, but they're legal in Florida.
Right.
They started that. Iguanas. There's a dude on Instagram that has a beautiful albino iguana, which it's orange. It's a really deep shade of orange. Iguanas make great pets until you realize how big they get.
Yeah, they can get
And then you're like, oh my God,
6-7 feet long, right?
Yeah, most of that is the tail, though, and that thing is like a whip. If they don't like you, they'll whip the piss out of you with that tail.
Oh, yeah.
Just like water monitors. And a good pet, though, is a chameleon. Because those things are awesome. I watched a clip on Twitter where it climbed on bananas. It turned banana yellow, then red, and then green, and then blue. That was a trip to watch.
They're great pets, but they get lost fairly often, right? I mean, you can't see them. Chameleons.
Well, that's the solution. You know how to make a chameleon explode? You put him on plaid.
Yeah, put him on plaid. Yep.
Oh my.
Rusty, I think you're thinking of the karma chameleon. They come and go. They come.
No. Oh, jeez, that's terrible. Terrible.
I like karma apples with peanuts on them. I actually had salamanders. Salamanders are awesome. Pretty easy to take care of. Just feed them crickets, dust them protein. And a lot of things you got to watch out. It's just husbandry. Making sure the cage is set up properly. And salamanders make fun pets. I had a tiger salamander. He was pretty.
All right. Well, thanks for the reptile update, Mike, and calling in and adding something to the show and stuff.
Well, I can just see him look pretty. That's Melissa's job.
That's right. All right, brother. See ya.
Right. Take care, Mike.
So earlier this week on our Facebook page, I shared a picture that I found online. It was a bottle of Pilk, Pilk.
What's Pilk? $20?
Pickle milk.
Oh, that's gross.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't sour?
I don't know. It may or may not have been real. I mean, it looked like a bottle of Fairlife milk, but it was green label. It was pretty convincing. But so I posed the question: would you try it? That's number one, and number two, what kind of cereal would it go with?
I would definitely try it because I love pickles. I don't know of a cereal I would put that on.
I don't know. The only one plain enough that I can think of. No
Cheerios
would go exactly. That's where I was going to go with it.
Cornflakes.
Really
it's cone.
No,
cornflakes.
Really
it's
goes
cone.
well with pickles. Yeah, but I was grocery shopping today, and I did find something that I had to take a picture because I had to share this.
Kelly.
Okay, so here it is. Van Lever Grey Poupon and salted pretzels ice cream.
I feel like I need to have that.
That sounds good.
I actually think it would be good.
Mustard, right?
Yeah,
Mustard,
mustard and pretzels go good together.
Yeah, but in ice cream? I mean, no.
Are you insane?
Yeah, actually, I am insane. Thank you for broadcasting that. I appreciate it.
Do you know what the constipated hot dog said? Mustard.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wow.
All right.
This one here, this picture I have up on the screen is real. That's my hand holding this container of ice cream. There were multiple containers of this garbage on it.
Are you serious? That was at a grocery store? Like a regular...
I'm looking for it right now.
Nasty.
If I can get it, I'm going to buy it.
I showed the picture to my daughter as I was getting ready for the show tonight. And she goes, "Oh, you should have got it." I go, "Would you have eaten it?" No. No, I'm not going to eat that crap. Why would I? It was like,
all right. So, are there some strange foods that you eat that other people would think was weird, Nights?
Well, yeah. My wife thinks I'm strange for. I will eat a chunky peanut butter and pickle sandwich, dill pickles.
That's good.
Oh.
Peanut butter and dill pickles.
Dill pickles on top of it. Eat it as a sandwich. Yeah.
That is weird, and I'm a peanut butter aficionado, and
It's got to be the crunchy peanut butter.
No, well, I can't eat crunchy.
To
So.
it.
No.
I have teeth, so.
Well, shut up. Mel, what do you have? Do you have a weird food that other people would find strange?
Probably a lot, I guess. Because I like a lot of food except for grapefruit. I think is the only thing I can't eat. I'm not a fan of liver unless it's like pate, like in a dip or something. But I always used to make this. I would take canned tuna or salmon and put it on elbow pasta and mix in cheese and sour cream, maybe some Cajun seasoning on top of that. And
what is weird about that's tuna salad? What?
Well, hot, so it's all melted. Yeah, that used to be my snack.
No, come on. That. You don't have a weird food. That is not weird. Come on. You don't have a...
I don't know. Raw fish. I love raw fish. I love raw fish eggs. I like how they taste when I crunch them. Is that weird?
That is weird. Okay, that is weird.
Raw fish eggs crunch?
Yeah, you put them in your mouth, and it's called roe. It's not caviar unless it's specific, but there's some roe that's really teeny tiny, and then they put it on top of sushi, whatever, and then you crunch them. But then they have the large roe. I can't remember the fish eggs, and you crunch it, and it's almost and you burst the egg with your teeth, and you kind of get like a shot. It tastes like salt water. You get like kind of like a saltwater blast in your mouth. And
oh well.
I really do like it.
Beaver, come on.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I got a really important question here. How is this roe served? Is it in a boat?
No.
No. Not a rowboat. Oh my god.
It was really important.
No, but if it was served on micro, that's a different story.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I'd eat that.
No hot. Ladies would take that salty shot.
Yes, we would. All day.
Okay. All right. Beaver. What is your weird food that people would find strange?
I'd give him a dirty job. Sorry.
Oh, Melissa. She is like right there with me. As far as food that's weird that I eat, I don't think I have anything that's overly weird that other people wouldn't eat.
Well, of course you don't think it's weird, but other people would think, "Ooh, no, I don't. What do you don't have anything like that? Nothing,
except for Grey Poupon salted pretzel ice cream."
Yeah,
yeah. Which, by the way, they do have weird flavors. I just looking them up.
Right.
They have not to get away from that weird question that you asked me, but they have sweet potato marshmallow casserole. Flavored ice cream.
I saw that too, but I thought that was less weird than mustard.
Right. And then they also have Mexican hot chocolate with hot sauce.
Again, hot chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
So let's come on, folks. Let's throw that number up there. Somebody call in and tell me what your weird. Mike, you've already called in, so I know I'm going to call your stuff
hot
out.
dog and peanut butter. He likes hot dogs with peanut butter.
Yes, hot dogs with peanut butter. That is weird. I haven't tried it. I've thought about it.
I have tried it. When I was on Real Food, Real People, we did that as one of our strange food episodes, and it was actually really good.
Wait, you were on Real Food, Real People?
I was on Real Food, Real People.
Which were you in that instance?
I was.
The people.
Well, I'm pretty fat, so I guess I'm the food.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, call in with your somebody call in with your weird food. All right, I'm giving mine. It always freaks people out.
Oh, I do have one, but then go ahead.
It's actually good, and I have everybody that I have got to try it likes it, but it's not something. Scrambled eggs and peanut butter sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yes, I love it. It is fantastic.
I try
also
that.
like of course I haven't eaten that since I was, younger, but just mustard and onions.
No, thank you.
I can't do raw onions. My belly doesn't like it.
My dad used to eat mayonnaise and onion sandwiches.
I like mayonnaise and tomato sandwiches. Those are good. But in New Orleans one time, I was down there and we went to this hole in the wall, which of course is the best place, and had been drinking all freaking night, starving. And its place, I think it's called Yo Mama's. And I had the peanut butter cheeseburger and on the side, they don't give you fries. They give you like this huge fat loaded baked potato. The peanut butter cheeseburger was really good.
Really?
Yes.
I actually had peanut butter cheeseburger already. I don't remember where I had it, but it was good.
Yep.
I tried that somewhere. I thought of my weird thing because I forget that people think this is weird. I like to make ramen noodles. Now I take the noodles, drain it, then add the sauce packet, and then I like to put it between mayonnaise bread.
Oh, wow.
It has to be beef ramen.
That is weird, but it sounds delicious.
It actually does sound good. And I have some beef ramen. I think I'm going to try that. Mayonnaise.
Miracle Whip, of course. It's Miracle Whip, not me.
Oh, of course, it's Miracle.
That'd be Miracle Whip.
Absolutely. Okay.
So you can also take that Miracle Whip and put it on the outside of the bread, and then put some like scary cheese on the inside and some horseradish, and then put the ramen noodles, and then grill it like a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yes. I have asked people, have you ever tried using mayonnaise instead of butter to grill your grilled cheese? It does something different to it.
It gets nice and crispy too. It's like crunchy, really good. Yeah.
What is scary cheese?
The Italians do that.
Scary cheese is Munster cheese.
Yeah, Munster.
I have in my fridge right now, I have horseradish cheddar, and it's a lot stronger because I bought this from the same brand. I bought Pepper Jack, and the Pepper Jack from this particular brand was extremely underwhelming. But then when I tried the horseradish cheddar,
oh my God, that's so good, right?
Well, I used it because I made a Mississippi pot roast. I've been making them a lot lately. Mississippi pot roast, where you just throw the cheapest cut of meat, like a chuck, and then you put a packet of au jus in there, and then a packet of ranch.
Okay.
And then I throw a stick of butter in there, but then you also take a jar of pepperoncini and throw it on there.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so freaking good. Actually, I do the pepperoncini and the juice first, so it kind of tenderizes it. And then the juice and the ranch, and it is so good. So when I was making sandwiches after, like 2 days after I made the roast, I put the horseradish cheddar on the beef. Oh my gosh. I had to change my pants after. It was so good.
Wow. Holy.
On that note, we're being unfair to our thousands of listeners on Mojo right now. They don't see the phone number above my head. It's 256-926-2390.
256-926-2390.
Yeah, all they have to do is look at the. Yeah, I know it's.
Maybe some people are listening. Some people actually listen because they don't want to see you.
Yeah, they don't want people to know that they're actually listening, so they're like listening on other places.
Got an earbud in so nobody can hear.
Yeah, 256.
You guys are their dirty little secret.
926-2390. Call in. Tell us what your weird food that you love is.
Timmy the Pilot says pepper jack on bananas.
He's making shit up. You can't. No, you don't even listen to him because
I do like anchovies on my pizza.
I do too.
No.
I do too. Yes, the salty with the Oh yeah.
The salty and the savory, and then the melted cheese. I used to get that. I forgot what they. Damn it! When I lived in Italy, the brick oven pizzeria, like right down the street from me, it was anchovies and just cheese, prosciutto. There was a name for it. I can't remember, but it was good, and basil. So it's like sweet, savory, and salty.
That sounds amazing, actually.
Yeah.
I had to pick up an anchovy pizza for my husband one time. We were actually just dating at the time. And it smelled my car up so bad. I stopped partway from the pizza shop to his house and put it in the trunk and then finished driving. The smell of the anchovies was so overwhelming. I couldn't take it.
Well, properly they shouldn't load it up. You just put a cup, like you kind of lightly pepper it with anchovies. You don't like load it up like you do with cheese. The anchovies need to be an enhancement, not the main attraction.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so this makes me think of horror stories with cars and food. So has anybody ever left anything in a car that shouldn't have been, and it caused damage to the vehicle?
Damage to the vehicle or stink?
Yeah, well, stink, but so bad that it actually took years for the stink to leave.
Oh yeah, milk.
So my mom let my cousin, my niece, Sydney, she went and bought a bunch of food, and she forgot some chicken breasts.
Oh my God!
Yes, and the car was not used a lot, so after she used the car and took her food out but left the chicken breast in, it was in for 2 weeks.
What time of year?
Dead summer, of course.
It would be.
And we couldn't. She tried to sell the car, could not sell the car. It was took to several professional cleaners. It could not be. They cleaned it, took the interior out, cleaned it, still didn't work. And it seriously was 3 years before the smell finally left. And it did finally leave the car. Yes, it was.
It took an exorcism.
It was. Oh my God!
Did you see
amazing.
Jason Goki's comment of what smell had never left your car?
My ex-wife. Years ago, we used to have a dairy where you could go there and get the fresh milk, but they had everything in glass containers. So you used to have this like wire handled thing that you bought from them, and then you would have their containers that fit into it. And I had to stop and pick up milk. I think it was like 18 or 19 at the time, and for my mom and dad. And I had the milk, and I'm driving, and some asshole. I'm sorry. Some guy pulled out in front of me, and it has slime on the brakes. And when I did, the milk shifted and the jars like bashed together, the glass jars, and broke in my car. Oh. And it was, of course, July. And it stank so bad. Like I drove with the windows open constantly because you couldn't stand to be in the car until this old lady that was our cleaning lady said, leave the windows up and put a bowl of vinegar in the car and it will take the smell out. And it did.
Oh,
I had to leave it sit for 24 hours closed up with the vinegar. And I don't know what that did, but whatever it did, I did not smell it anymore.
I wish that would have worked on.
Maybe baking soda. I heard absorption.
No, it was seriously. The car was took to cleaners where they took the seats out, took the carpet out, pressure washed the seats and the carpet and all that. It was ingrained.
Yeah, chicken is evil.
But after 3 years, literally 3 years, they finally was able to sell the car and get rid of it. But when you got in the car, you had to put the windows down and drive it, because we used it. We tried to use it, as much as possible. It was a 90 or a 2005 Malibu 4-door. But Yeah, it was. Wow. So, didn't MythBusters? They did a thing about.
I love MythBusters.
Yes,
They're
they put
awesome.
like a dead pig in a Corvette one time, and it was in there for 2 weeks, and then they tried to sell it, and they eventually did sell it, but wow,
Maybe if that
I
bacon,
couldn't
that would have
even
been
imagine.
different. You speaking of Malibu, I could tell you a story, but it's kind of gross. When I had my Malibu,
Okay,
I was
hear
a
it, let's hear it.
designated driver, and I was taking a friend home, and she was drinking Jägermeister all night and beer, and threw up. Tried to put the window down and missed, and then the window went down, so it was embedded in the door.
Wow. So you never know what's going to happen, but hey, we'll be back. Last half bit thing, whatever.
Hey, I'm gonna be late coming back.
Last half a bit thing, whatever. Got it.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Beaver, for saving us
Saving you from what?
from the horrible existence that we would have had without you.
From the stories that I have, I guess.
I guess. I mean, Chris is trying to do a job and you're not letting him do it.
I know.
Hey, Rusty.
What?
I'll bring us in on this last half hour.
No, I guess I got to
All
check.
right. Will you get me some more ice, please? Thank you, my love. You cheated.
Honestly, I can't think of a person that would
No,
want
I use that.
mustard ice cream.
What?
I would eat it. I'd at least try it. I don't say I'm going to like it, but I would at least try it.
I'm not going to spend my money on it just to try it.
I would send you the money to try it.
Nasty.
I really would like to try that. I think it does sound like it could be good.
Okay, it was at Walmart, so
I looked at my Walmart. They don't have it.
Mm.
At least they don't have it on their online website. I'd have to go look. Oh, well, good. My computer is doing an update.
Yeah. Thank you, my love. I used this last time. I didn't use the other. I'm drinking the nasty shit.
You got to make it go away.
And it is nasty. Oof.
Is Rusty about to get slapped? Yes. All the time.
No, that doesn't mean you have to get up and get
Judy,
the-
if you can hear this for, shits and giggles, why don't you just come in and slap Rusty once in a while?
Here we go.
So, when it comes to your commercially available favorite foods, right? You have this, at least I do. I've got this image in my head. Somebody had this brilliant idea. They came up with this food and pitched it to somebody, and they said, "Oh my gosh, we need to sell that because we need to make money off of this idea." Well, you guys know what Lucky Charms are, right? The cereal.
Yes.
Yes.
I used to love them.
You've got the oat cereal and then the marshmallows in it to make it look like it's fun, and
They're magically delicious. I mean, come on.
Are.
exactly. Yeah. So that cereal was invented by a guy cutting up pieces of his favorite candy, circus peanuts, and putting them into bowls of Cheerios.
Genius.
whose favorite candy is Circus Peanuts?
Not my favorite, but I like them.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Whatever. It's they were invented in 1964, right? So maybe his candy selection wasn't all that great. But I mean, they invented chocolate well before that point, right? Chocolate is candy. How is Circus Peanuts your favorite candy? Whatever. He cut it up and put it into Cheerios, and that gave General Mills the idea for Lucky Charms, which is just a bunch of marshmallow candy pieces mixed in with the cereal.
It's actually good. That's a good idea.
So,
no. Today. So I don't think Beaver knows what you mean by Circus Peanuts.
I know what Circus Peanuts are. Are you thinking I'm retarded or something?
Well, that's the marshmallow looking things that are about that big and
they're orange.
Okay, all right. I'm wrong. No, they're nasty.
You think I don't know anything? What is it? Because I'm a woman.
Hold on, I want to know. All right, so you seen them? I swear, as God is my witness, they weren't. I don't know what they were called, but it was made of the exact same thing that Circus Peanuts were, but they were in the shape of tennis shoes. Does anybody remember those? I swear to God, I remember those.
I think you are delusional at best.
No.
Let's look up Google tennis shoe
Circus Peanuts.
Circus Peanuts.
I swear to God, I remember them. They were, I don't know what they were called, but I remember them.
Was this during your cocaine time or your weed time?
No, neither one. It was younger, but they were in the shape of like high tops, like tennis shoes, but they were the same.
Rusty, are the high tops in the room with us now?
No.
Oh, good Lord. I don't think it's real.
So there is something called Sneaks by Trolley. But those look like they're more new.
No, I don't believe it's real.
I can't. I have it on my phone, so I can't share it up. But, there are sneaker like troll the gummies.
Yeah.
I don't know if it can.
Yeah, those are just like gummy worms or.
Yeah, but that's
these were Circus Peanut flavor, the exact same flavor, but they were in the shape of like high top tennis shoes. I'm telling you, it was a thing. I seen it. I eat it. Even though I hate them, I freaking hate them things. Circus Peanuts. Oh God.
Right.
I actually like Circus Peanuts.
No. I bet you like candy corn too, don't you?
I'm a fat girl. I don't turn candy down. Sorry.
Whatever.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the candy corn, but I have eaten it when it's the only thing around.
And then you know how you make candy corn worse? They make the half chocolate candy corn.
Oh, no, this can't be it either, because there's this double shoes, but it looks like this is gummy stuff also.
No.
It's gummy stuff.
No, I have to believe that you were in a drug-induced coma, because I can't find anything about this on the internet.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I swear I remember having them.
Yeah,
I can't. Maybe they existed at some point, just nobody ever put them on the internet. Because just because you can't find it on the internet doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
That's not true. If it's on the internet, it's real.
No, but it could be still real if it's not on the internet too. Anyway, let's move on.
Techru says he's going to make a Miracle Whip candy corn, pineapple, and pumpkin spice pizza.
Okay, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Oh, Techru.
So I'm going to put this out here. I've got 3 stories, and I'll let you guys choose which one you want.
Okay, all right.
How to introduce? I'm gonna leave that one for last. Man arrested after fit of rage.
That's too normal.
Yeah.
Man smashes out of coffin after he was buried alive.
Oh yeah, let's hear that one.
And let's say, man had an interesting use for deodorant.
Oh, deodorant.
I think deodorant. Yep.
All right. Good. I like that one too. Yeah. So the first line here is, he tried to use a deodorant and ended up with an antiperspirant. A 27-year-old man in India had to be hospitalized after allegedly shoving a deodorant canister up his ass.
See, Mike and I have been saying this for how long? Anything is a butt plug if you're creative enough.
It remained there for 3 weeks.
Wow.
Removed it.
Wow.
Wow. Constipation much?
Right? You would think so. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
It was a 7.5-inch deodorant can.
How wide was it?
All the way around.
So was it like this round?
Difference.
Or was it like this round? Because I'm thinking there's a big difference between the two.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ben
I mean, I'm just picturing, trying to remember high school. You know, the can of Brute deodorant spray. It's nope, not gonna.
That's the real poo-pourri.
Yes.
Thank you, Sean.
So he reported to the medical facility after experiencing severe abdominal pain. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? They did an X-ray and found that can inexplicably lodged in his colon near the anus. And then what did they do? They videotaped the surgery to take it out and shared it.
Wow.
I'm not sharing it.
No.
But
wow.
The emergency room doctors videotaped the surgery, and in their words, this is their words, we treated him with uttermost care.
As they laughed all the way. As they laughed.
Right. Yeah.
So does this mean that his shit didn't stink anymore?
Oh no. I put money down that it was bad. That it was chicken in a car for 2 weeks bad. Because he had to be backed up for 3 weeks.
Wow.
When you don't go to the bathroom for 2 weeks, would it like start coming out your mouth?
No, I think it actually just freaking, and they have to like go in and dig it out. You know, literally, they have to dig it out. Oh.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I would think that it could go the other direction. It's a possibility.
I don't want to tell this story. Forget.
Go ahead. Come on.
It's kind of embarrassing.
No, it's fine. Look, just change the name to protect the innocent.
It's just us two here. There's nobody else.
It was definitely not me. Okay, it was definitely not me.
Okay, all right. It was definitely not
so
you.
This girl was dating this guy, and he asked her to put some Imodium in her purse. And she had an AM and PM pill dispenser. So normally in the PM, she would put in her premenstrual drugs, but since it was empty and he wanted her to carry Imodium, she put them in there. Forgetting that there was Imodium in there and not her, whatever the white pill that she used to take for cramps. I can't remember what the name of it is right now. Midol. She took 2 of those Imodiums and her cramps didn't go away. So then she took 2 more. And then she took 2 more. And she took 2 more.
Wow.
Ending up taking 10 Imodium in one day.
Lord.
I'm going to tell you that there were those things that they stick up your butt to try to get you to go with. What are they called?
Suppositories.
Not suppositories. It's like a whole big tube of liquid that they like squish up your butt. Enemas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Two of those. And then the doctor had to physically pull some of it out. And that had some tearing in the lining, and that resulted in surgery. So, just saying, this definitely did not happen to me. It was somebody else.
Pay attention to what you.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Imodium. I mean, that's anti.
Oh, how long did it take you to recover, Beaver?
Till the end of surgery.
10 days.
Wow. Holy cow.
Because I didn't realize what I was taking at first. And then I was hoping that I would just eat a lot of stuff that normally would make me go to the bathroom, and it wasn't.
Damn.
And after about 5 or 6 days, I had to go to the doctor, and then I needed to have surgery.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you. I was almost in the same predicament when I got injured at work. I was burned really badly, and they had me on some pretty heavy drugs, painkillers, that when you're on them, it makes you constipated. And for whatever reason, I don't know, I would not, they kept trying to give me, what is that, milk of magnesia, and I would not take it. I don't know why. I was just like, nope, don't need it, don't want it, whatever. And I got pretty backed up. Yeah, it was not good. And it was right at the point they said that I was gonna have to have surgery to get rid of the backup because it was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, you think that being backed up, is not that big of a thing and you can take or whatever. But when it gets to a certain point, I guess like you were saying, it can rip your intestines. It can do, a lot of damage. Yeah, so I eventually did go, but it was very, very painful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not good. So, the moral of the story is listen to what the nurses are trying to tell you. Hey, you need to be taking this because you're on all these high-powered painkillers because it's going to back you up. And guess what? It'll back you up, and yeah, it's bad news.
Yeah, and always know what you're putting in your mouth.
That's what I tell the wife. It's like, hey.
There are some medications over the counter that are packaged very similarly.
Mm-hmm.
Mylanta.
You're what?
Mylanta. An antacid, anti-gas, right? Take it for heartburn, that kind of thing. And then there's milk of magnesia.
Yes.
They're in a bottle that's very similar, very same. And if you're looking for something for your heartburn, milk of mag is not going to do the trick. Entirely different.
Yeah, that's a different thing. Yeah.
It doesn't help flush your system though, so the heartburn goes away.
Not fast enough. No. Yeah.
What did I miss? Anything good?
We're off track, so
I ended up taking 10 Imodium instead of 10 Midol in one day.
Oh.
Because my cramps weren't going away.
not good.
You need surgery after that. Definitely need surgery after that shit.
Yeah.
Or lack of.
So, there was some chatter between Melissa. Actually, I guess I kind of stayed out of it, but Melissa and Rusty this week about a docu series on Netflix,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Dahmer.
Yeah, I'm only on
I
episode
wanted
4.
to see that. I didn't get to watch it yet.
All right, so at one point, Melissa asked me about Dahmer, and I had started watching it at that point, but I was only like a few minutes in, and I was like, I didn't like how they were trying. It seemed to me that they were trying really, really hard to make him darker than he was in the beginning.
He was a serial killer.
Well, I know, but
Knights is like, well,
I mean,
I know,
but
it
serial
just-
killers
it just-
usually. Well, I think where Rusty's coming from is serial killers usually groom people, and you can't groom them unless you're nice and
personality
approachable.
that works for
Yes.
Right, and the way that they were portraying him to me, just the whole thing was off. But after I started watching it a little bit, it seemed like they kind of backed off from that. I don't know. It just
I think it's the Hollywood version of a documentary.
Yes.
I mean, documentaries aren't all fact, but because it's a Netflix docu-series,
yeah.
So Evan Peters is in it, and I really like him from American Horror Story. I think he's nailing the role. Molly Ringwald is in it, plays his stepmother. Did you get that?
Yes, I did.
That
Yep.
was crazy seeing Molly
Yeah.
Ringwald in
No
that
kidding.
role.
Yeah.
But I haven't finished it yet.
Didn't-
I'm barely halfway through it, but so
I-
far.
Yeah, I didn't even until you said that, I didn't even recognize her.
Yeah, I know. Like
I was
some
like,
of,
holy cow. Yeah.
I knew it before watching it, but I really had to like envision Molly Ringwald and be like, oh yeah, those are her mannerisms, and watching how she's talked and everything, you know, because I have 16 Candles and a Breakfast Club in my head when I'm thinking of Molly Ringwald.
Classics. Freaking classics.
Pretty in Pink.
Yeah.
Breakfast Club, 1987. That was my absolute favorite. I don't think Knights was even born yet, but
No,
it was
he
one of my
wasn't. No.
favorite. Exactly. That was my favorite Brat Pack movie.
Yeah.
Was
Have you seen Breakfast Club?
Yes, many times. Yes.
you have?
okay.
Love that movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Oh, I used
Yeah.
to have all of these scenes memorized, and I
Yeah.
don't know. Especially the one where Judd Nelson goes off on.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, I can't
Anyway.
even remember. I used to be so good at that.
Evan Peters. Okay, right. He's the guy who's portraying Dahmer. Okay, I'm halfway
Peters.
into the first episode.
Oh, you're watching it too.
You guys wouldn't
Yes.
shut up about it on the texts, and I'm like, all right, so I'm going to start watching it because my wife is all about the horror shows. She watches all the American horror,
Yes. So she would love this because
Yeah.
he's
American Horror Story.
and so
He's
I'm like, all right,
amazing.
she'll appreciate it if I sit here and watch it. It's okay. I started watching it, and then I fell asleep, and then she fell asleep, and I'm like, oh, I'll get back to it. But Evan Peters, I mean, the guy, he's Dahmer on here. His acting chops are just awesome. He was on American Horror Story, several seasons of it, if I remember right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was Michael Scott's nephew on The Office.
Are you kidding me? I had no idea.
Remember the nephew that kept screwing up everything and had a whole bunch of mail that was in his trunk that was supposed to go out, and Michael spanked him
Oh my god.
in front of everybody.
Kidding me?
Yeah, he was Michael's nephew on the show.
Oh, wow.
One episode, but so that's where I recognized him from. But yeah, I mean, great actor.
I can't imagine him in real life because in my brain he's already typecast for that weird character, even though in American Horror Story he wasn't always the monster or the bad guy. Sometimes he was the victim, but that's a type of character that if I met out in real life I'd be like, oh my god, like I'm not worthy, but also at the same time like, oh creep. you know, because there's there's some actors that unfortunately get typecast into, I don't know, like what would you do if you met Jack Nicholson out in town? Like, is he?
Oh, he seems like the ultimate freaking party dude to me. Like, oh, I would, you know, because the women would be all over him, and I'd be like, oh, yeah.
Oh, it's kind of like a Sean Connery. No matter how old they get, they're
Sean
getting
Connery.
the P, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally give it up to him.
Yeah,
I mean,
even
you
if
know,
they had to take the
it's
blue
like
pill.
it's like how I'm going to be in like 10 or 15 years. The women are going to just be
running away from you.
We get emails all the
No.
time about how
No.
Rusty needs more gray in his beard
God,
because he's
please,
so hot.
no!
whatever. But all right. So touching on The Office, has anybody seen The Patient?
Not yet, but I want to because
Oh, it is
I like
so good.
psychotherapy shit. in
I
case
can't.
you
Yeah.
didn't know.
I can't. What's his name?
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell. Yeah. I'm terrible with names.
Me too.
Hey, don't
think
get Molly started on Steve Carell. She'll get blocked on Facebook again. She'll get kicked off.
Absolutely will. I absolutely will.
Why? What's that connection?
Oh, I got restricted. My account's restricted because the last time you guys talked about Steve Carell, I said I cannot stand his character on The Office. I want to punch him in the face. And I got actually got my account blocked for 3 days for violence. And now I'm on a restriction of 30 days where all of my posts will be at the bottom of everybody's feed and nobody will be able to see them.
Winning.
So I've watched the first 3 or 4 episodes of it's really good. Steve Carell does a really good drama, you know,
Like a
not
regular
funny.
actor. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people have tried to done that in the past.
Yep.
Shit, I can't think of their names off. Jim Carrey has done that.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them that try to do that to try to kind of expand their genre, expand their limits of their acting ability. But
Yeah.
sometimes we can't accept it, and then sometimes they're just so
I
freaking nailing it. Then
Yeah, I am not a Steve or I am not a Carrie fan. I just it's just not me. None of the but he did Number 23. Has anybody seen that?
no, I have not.
Oh my God. It is so good. It is so good. Number 23 with Jim Carrey.
I feel like I saw that, but I can't remember what it was.
Number 23.
Yep, I did see that. It is very good.
Yes, it is freaking
Excellent.
fantastic. And they do the cinema, the type. I wished I had the knowledge, but it's so good. You just need to watch it. Number 23.
Yeah, it was very good. I do highly recommend that.
Yes.
And it's weird because a lot of people liked Robin Williams for his comedy, but I loved Robin Williams in his more serious roles.
Oh, yeah, I loved when he was the
The
doctor.
Dead Poet Society. Oh,
What Dreams May
I know what
Come.
you're talking. What Dreams May Come. Oh my God, I love that movie.
Wasn't that like?
Yes, 1 hour photo. 1 hour photo.
God, did you ever see the final cut with Robin Williams?
No.
No.
Oh my God, you have to watch that. That is an excellent movie. He was also in another movie. It was a dark movie about a writer, and I can't remember the name of it. But the final cut, there's like this implant that people can get that records every moment of their life. And then
Facebook? Way before.
But this chip records every moment of your life, and then he actually goes through and puts like a montage together for people to keep of their loved ones forever, from their loved one's perspective. Well, somebody sees something that they're not supposed to see, and then when he's reviewing their life, he sees this like government secret that wasn't supposed to be seen, and they come after him. It's just it's really good.
Well,
I actually liked it.
What was Robin Williams' movie where he was the pediatrician or the doctor?
Oh,
that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Something.
I know it, but I can't think of it. Hold on.
It was in Virginia. It took place in Virginia.
Yeah, he was.
That was
Patch Adams.
Patch
Adams.
Yes.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite.
That was a great movie.
Yes, it
Feel
was.
good
It was a
movie.
really good movie.
Absolutely.
We need to do a. I don't know which one. Knights, go. You got it. It was.
All right. Well, we're coming up on the end of the show here, so let's talk about American Pride Roasters coffee.
Yes.
Did you know that you can get an OffTrack Syndicate blend at AmericanPrideRoasters.com?
What? No.
What?
I bet
It's pretty darn
so
good stuff. And I believe from what I saw on Dave's website here this week, he's still maybe doing the promotion where you can make a donation to the people that helped him out after he lost his house this year to the tornado. You make a donation, and he's got 2 very special, specific blends that, if he does say so himself, are fantastic.
I bet.
That you let him know that you did a donation, he will send over to you.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
And Rosie, where can you find that again?
AmericanPrideRoasters.com. AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Yes. We got 30 seconds, guys.
Oh, crap.
Ollie, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes. Thank you for
allowing me to showing you late.
You want to promote your little show?
Yeah.
Damn It with Beaver. Saturdays, 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Mojo 50 or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Oh, crap.
Happy Rosh Hashanah.
I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, so do I. Oh, no, wait. I'm in my office, so I work here.